you got a big fucking
Okay,
mouth.
then I'm not talking.
You're terrible. You're terrible. You're terrible. You're terrible. You're terrible.
Keep playing as a team. Keep playing as a team. Pepsi down. Pepsi down.
Pepsi go join another match with a bunch of level 1 ranks.
I was on the phone, asshole.
You're acting like a fucking retard, dude. You weren't such a fucking tard, dude. Smurf, you fucking bottle murk, you know 1v1, you fucking fat ass nigger.
Pepsi God, you're absolute garbage.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy, Pepsi, the dude with attitude. So crack a 40 and check your rollies. I hope everyone has been enjoying their week so far. I hope everyone has had a fantastic February as we near closer to the end. But it's also the end of something else. Matt Hardy. Now I'm going to read you something. Matt Hardy was seemingly killed off during WWE Raw this week. But during Wrestler Observer Radio, it was noted that last night's segment with Randy Orton was it for Matt Hardy. Randy Orton nailed Hardy with 10 chair shots and 2 concertos on the ring steps. At this point, it appears that Matt Hardy has been written off as of right now. And this is a direct quote. Unless they change their mind, that is it for Matt Hardy in WWE. For real, as of an hour ago, yes. Now, Rebby Hardy didn't seem too happy about this angle. She's probably going to be very pleased with Matt Hardy no longer in WWE. It was noted by Metzler that I don't expect a match. I think that was pretty much it. He said that Matt Hardy's deal is up on March 1st. He's also not slated to go to Saudi Arabia. So he was told that was the end for sure. And it's been noted it makes no sense to bring Matt Hardy back to television after this tragic end at the hands of Randy Orton. So basically, while we're reaching the end of February, we have also probably witnessed the end of Matt Hardy's career in the WWE. Now, as I just mentioned, it's not the end for him as a wrestler at all. For those of you that don't watch any independent or other wrestling shows, he was in TNA for a while. I currently don't watch it. I know people don't really care for it as much now, but he was a part of it back when it was really good. He's also been in Ring of Honor. Him and his brother Jeff have been around the world, and they've been treated right around the world. Okay. Now, I'm not saying WWE has always treated them bad, but I'm going to say this. WWE basically pushed them out the door. Okay, I'm surprised Jeff isn't leaving with them. Now, you might be wondering why. Well, if you don't know about the independents, and, and this goes for those of you that think that Matt Hardy's always been second to Jeff, which maybe you do. I think in ring-wise, Jeff can out-wrestle Matt. But I think character-wise, Matt Hardy is so much better. Now, some of you might be like, what do you mean? He's nothing special. Well, that's because you haven't seen his broken gimmick. Now, you might be thinking, oh, but he did a thing like that. It was called Woken in WWE. No, he was constantly constricted. He wasn't able to go all out. But it wasn't always like this. When he came back to WWE, he was put in... he showed up and surprised the world at Wrestle Tag Titles. I remember going nuts. I was watching it live. It was crazy. It was just it was something else, I was like, yeah, they're back. And I was like, cool, this is where I want them to finish their careers. But I looked at my roommate and I was like, but only if they do it right. They did for a while, at least as a tag team. They held the tag team titles on both Raw and SmackDown at one point. But it isn't all about tag teams with these two. And that's kind of the thing they've been stereotyped as. And this happened with Edge and Christian slightly, except in a different way. See, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy were always looked at as better as a team, okay, and they were always used. Edge and Christian were looked at that way too, except when they split up, this is the similarity. Edge was considered the better one of Edge and Christian, while with Matt Hardy and Jeff was considered better than Matt. And in a way, both of those are correct. However, I gotta say, Christian's a lot better than he's given credit for. I'm sorry, but he is. He's an incredible character, and I think he could have gone a lot more places. And but that being said, Edge is my favorite out of all four of them. So there you go. But they had this thing where I think Jeff got injured, and they weren't tag team partners anymore. And they had this angle with Matt Hardy they kept on teasing him turning into Broken, but he was never able to go full. He wasn't able to use that because of copyright claims. And then he got in this rivalry with Bray Wyatt. And he threw Bray Wyatt into the Lake of Reincarnation, went on to WrestleMania. Bray Wyatt helped him win the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial. And I loved that, because then it was the start of both of them, being woken and this and that. And they were a pretty interesting team. And then I think Matt or Bray Wyatt, I think it was Bray Wyatt, one of them got injured. And so they waited and waited and waited. And then whenever they were both ready to come back, WWE was like, nope, we're not going to have them be a tag team. Fuck it. Nope. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We're not even going to do a breakup angle, which that's something I hated. They did the same thing with Cesaro and Sheamus. Like, all of a sudden, the bar is nothing. And now they're on the same brand, and it's like, oh, well, hello, how are you? And that pisses me off. It's like no continuity in WWE. Then Matt showed up out of nowhere with Jeff, and they started tag teaming again, won the SmackDown titles, and I liked it. And they went on and went on and went on, and then Jeff got, I think Jeff got injured again, or something like that. I'm pretty sure he got injured again. Jeff's run was a little bit stronger. I'll say this. Jeff won the, he didn't win the Intercontinental, I don't think, but I know he won the United States, so that was cool. And he had some really good matches. He had a rivalry with Randy Orton that I liked. I thought it could have been better, but still, it was really good. And it's one of the things I look at as great in their last 3 years here, that he got to do that. So that was cool. But once again, Matt Hardy was left in the dark. Now, none of this is Jeff's fault, and none of it's Matt's fault, because around the world, like I said, especially in TNA, Matt Hardy and Jeff have been good as tag team, and they've been good as separate. They have been world champions of companies where they've been. Matt Hardy has been the top guy, and so has Jeff. And Matt's been an incredible character. And if you don't believe me, and you don't want to look up the stuff, look up Matt Hardy the brand on YouTube. He's got a YouTube channel. Subscribe to him. He puts a lot of cute stuff and funny stuff with his kids, but he also has he's really good at editing, and he brings his character to life in his YouTube videos. And he's actually been hinting at a lot of his videos that he's in limbo and he wants to be broken again and all this other stuff. I mean, Matt is so good. I would have liked to have seen him win the Universal Champion. They could have done so much stuff with Matt. And that's why the name of this video is Where They Went Wrong with Matt. It's not that they thought Jeff was better. It's that they thought that when Jeff and Matt came back, they were just a nostalgia act. That's all they thought. That's where they went wrong. They thought, well, these guys are older now. They can't do nothing. They pushed the limit with Jeff and Randy Orton, like I said. But, that's it, And that sucks. They could have done so much in these 3 years. Now, look, I understand we don't want older guys taking spots from younger guys, but there are times that it works. Let's be honest. Would you rather see Goldberg as Universal Champion or Matt Hardy, who will wrestle and put on great matches and be a larger-than-life character with excellent promos? I mean, imagine this. Imagine if Matt Hardy would have won the Universal title and held on to it till WrestleMania, and then The Fiend or even just normal Bray Wyatt would have won the Royal Rumble and then eventually beat Matt Hardy. And then after that, Jeff comes after him, and then he faces Jeff a few times at Extreme Rules and this and that. That would put over Bray Wyatt, and it'd help all three of the characters. That's where WWE went wrong. They don't trust their superstars. That's where they went wrong. They thought they were a nostalgia act, both of them. They started to think, I guess Jeff really pushed them and told them, hey, man, you know, let me do this. And Jeff Hardy's contract goes further than March 1st, I'm told. Matt's goes to the 1st, but Jeff's going to be here long. Back in 2010, it was Jeff that left first, and then Matt. I mean, I think if they leave this time, they're not coming back. I think they'll come back for Hall of Fame, which honestly, WWE, if you're not going to use them right, then just bring them back for the Hall of Fame. Like, wake up and smell the coffee. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I think Matt Hardy should go, and for any of you people that hate AEW, that's fine. There's so many hateful people out there that hate on them, but they're doing their best, and they actually produce really good wrestling, wrestling stuff. So, I enjoy it. But honestly, I'd love him to go to AEW. He could do so much there. Cody's there, Chris Jericho. There's a lot of wrestlers, and my roommate's saying, he's constantly pointing out. He was pointing out Apollo Crews should go to AEW. This guy should go to AEW. I tried telling him, well, AEW doesn't want to copy WWE. Now they'll take shots at him. WWE has already done the same thing over and over again. And they're this big ass company. So whether these other superstars like Apollo Crews. While I would love him, I'd love all of the ones like Apollo, Ricochet, Cedric Alexander, all the ones that aren't being used right to go to AEW. That'd be so much talent, dude. And my roommate suggested, well, maybe it's because they have so much talent that they don't know what to do with it. I'm like, no, there's no way. If they have so much talent, why the hell are they still using Roman? Why the hell are they still using Baron Corbin? Like, seriously. I understand Goldberg versus Bray Wyatt. That's good. Hopefully Bray Wyatt wins. If he wins, then it makes sense. But if Goldberg wins, then I'm just going to be like, why did we just see that? WWE, it seems like they just don't know what to do with what they got. Look at Sanity. And if you don't know what Sanity was and you only saw it because of SmackDown, like, y'all should honestly watch NXT. But Sanity was a really interesting and great group, and it's poofed. And I swear, if they do that with the Undisputed Era, I might actually be done watching WWE. Because they're literally just ruining stars. And I'm sorry, but Vince has done that with so many stars. Like, they're not even doing anything with Zack Ryder really right now, or Mojo. Put them back in a tag team. Let Kurt Hawkins go off on his own and use him right. And that way you get more tag team variety, because I'm tired of seeing the same tag team matches every week. Like, that is one thing, WWE, if I had to pinpoint everything that's better, I would say the women's division of the WWE is better than AEW, but the tag team division of AEW is better than WWE's. Now, why? That's not because WWE doesn't have tag teams, because they do. They have some really good ones, but because they just don't know what the hell they're doing. And that's where they're going wrong with all the other superstars. But where they went wrong with Matt Hardy was nostalgia. I'm going to make another video about if he decides to sign back, what matches I'd like to see. I'll go ahead and tell y'all right now. I would have liked to have seen a rivalry between Matt and Sheamus. Both former ECW superstars. I would have loved that. That could have really went somewhere. I would have liked to have seen Matt versus The Fiend one more time, There's so many matches, like, missed opportunities. Let me know what y'all think would have been good matches for Matt Hardy. Let me know what y'all think about him leaving. Do you think it's what's best for him? Do you think he should stay in WWE? Do you think he should just retire? Now, bear in mind, if you think he should retire, really think about that, because he's not freaking Goldberg. He's a lot younger. Now, yes, he's done crazier stuff, but he still wants to wrestle, and he still has it. So, go look at some of the other stuff he's done outside of WWE. Don't base your opinion off of what he's done the last 3 years, because it's not much, and that's not on him. Let me know what y'all think. Where do you think WWE went wrong? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. And if you're new to the channel and want to see more content like this, subscribe. We do comedy, we do story, we do topics, we do everything. Be sure to check us out on Twitch every Saturday. Same name, Dudes with Attitude. And if there's something we could have done better, please comment down below what it is. And we will see you next time when you're ready for some more attitude. And remember, Pepsi then, Pepsi now, Pepsi forever, and most importantly, survive and endure. Destiny is all. And if you're not down with that, we only got 2 words for ya. Fuck off.
You're absolute garbage. Why are you yelling?